Hello everyone and welcome to the BosqueeNet adventure. My name's Jeff and as you can see tonight we are out on a bike packing adventure. It is the weekend before the 4th of July, so I thought, I had better get out on an adventure. The end of next week's going to be super busy. Not sure if an adventure is going to happen. Got all kinds of things planned with the family and everything, so I figured, yep, let's get out. Let's do an adventure this week. With it being the last weekend in June, I am super surprised that a lot of the mountain roads that I normally take to do truck camping, they're still closed. So I believe that there's a lot of road maintenance going on, all kinds of stuff like that, right? So unfortunately, I just haven't been able to do a truck camping adventure yet. So I figured the next best thing, load up the e-bike with all kinds of glamping. Yes, I said it, glamping equipment. I figured since our last camp out was a bare bones cowboy camping adventure, I needed to bring a whole lot more with me this time. So yes, I am up here to glamp, just enjoy the time. I've got my backwoods bungalow, I've got a cot, I've got a sleeping pad, my home pillow. Yeah, this is gonna be a comfy night's sleep. I'm looking forward to it. I got the river right here nearby, but I need to get hopping, get camp all set up. We have good eats, marshmallow treats. You all here are joining me, and I do want to thank you. Stay tuned. Let's get everything set up. Alright, so this is a brand new cot. First time putting it together in the outdoors. Yes, I've set this up at home. But gonna give it a whirl. It is certainly a whole lot lighter weight than the green cot that I normally have. So hopefully it provides a good night's sleep tonight. That's actually a really thick pole. yes, I brought my pillow from home. An extra little camp pillow if I needed it. And then of course, my Nature Hike sleeping bag. And what I like most about this setup is once the bags are all unpacked, I can just scoot them right underneath the cot. Storage inside the tent. That's awesome. I really like this setup. It gets all the extra gear out of the way. That way I'm not tripping or fumbling over it. So I do hope that y'all can hear me just fine, even though I have this gushing river behind me. But as you can see, camp is all set up. I've got a stack of firewood. So after setting up camp, you know, I've just been kind of putzing around and enjoying everything. Been sitting back, watching the river, and I'm trying to make good on one of my New Year's resolutions. And frankly, I haven't been doing a good job at this. But one of my resolutions was to actually start providing more gear reviews. So it is in this adventure here where I'm previewing the Wurkkos HD12 Headlamp. So be sure to look for that video as I give an in-depth preview of that headlamp. But anywho, enough with the gawking and the reviews and everything else. I am famished, I am hungry. It is time to make dinner. Tonight, I really am looking forward to dinner. We're gonna have some teriyaki chicken with green beans over white rice. So I have some meal prep to do. The chicken is pre-cooked, so this should go quite quickly. But let's dive into this. As you can clearly see, the rice is not the star of the show here. Bon appetit. That is excellent. I am gonna dive in. Visitors for dinner, I guess. Oh my goodness, I am stuffed. That was probably too much food, but it was really tasty. If you're new here to the BosqueeNet adventure, one of the things that you're gonna see right off the bat is that Jeff, that's me, I really like to eat well when I'm camping. Yes, I occasionally eat the freeze-dried meals too, but when at all possible, I like to make dinner like that. However, now that I've eaten my dinner, I'm gonna do a little bit of cleanup, clean all the dishes and everything else. And here in a little bit, actually, maybe in about another hour, I'm gonna start the fire. I'm gonna wait till it gets a little bit more dark out. And I'm just gonna enjoy the beautiful weather. Down in the valley today, it was mid-90s. It was a scorcher. But right now, up here, it is 62 beautiful degrees out. I am loving this. I was tired of waiting. Time to enjoy the fire. It is officially 60 degrees, so the fire is quite enjoyable. So I'm going to bring the camera in close here for a bit, and just so that y'all can hear me better. I don't know about you, but for me, the river is making quite a racket. I know, choices, right? This is a beautiful area away from everybody. All the other sites down below were already taken, and those ones are a little bit further away from the water. That or else I could have kept going up the trail just a little bit more. But then those ones take you way, way far away from the water. In fact, up here just a ways, the road switchbacks around and starts gaining lots of elevation. So it puts a big distance between me and water. And I wanted to be next to the water tonight. This has just been way different from our adventure last week. For those of you who may have not seen the episode, last week I hiked a mountain. Mount Timpanogos to be exact. Peak elevation 11,750 feet. It was a good climb and I way enjoyed it. That was a fun one for sure. But during the week I was able to rest and recuperate, and here I am again out on another adventure. 2 weeks in a row. You know, I really am used to doing adventures on a weekly basis, so having not done adventures for a while, let alone filming the adventures, I feel like I'm constantly tripping over myself. You know, I'm not as organized as I normally am, and you know, you're not going to see this though, but there is going to be a lot of footage on the cutting room floor. I mean, like, oh my goodness, I'm like tongue-tied, I can't speak. It's been driving me nuts all night, actually. So here's to getting back on my schedule, having my weekly outings, my adventures, just my nature time. So, all smiles. We have a happy camper tonight. Marshmallow time. Yum. Let's test out the new headlamp. Alright, I've walked a little bit away from the water so that hopefully you can hear me better, but with the camera pointed away from me, you may not hear me as well. So I will do my best to kind of show you the different modes and the brightness of this headlamp. So that is with the headlamp off, and we'll do our one button press, and this is the lowest mode. And now I will cycle through all of the white light brightnesses. So there's medium. As you can see, that's not too bad. That's off once again. Medium. And now high. That is a substantial amount of light. So that's just me looking up the road here. Let's put it on turbo. So first that's off, and that is turbo. I'm not sure if you can tell the difference, but I sure can. That lights up a significant amount of the forest. That's pretty dang good. So those are the modes and the brightness. It's currently on red medium right now. That's not too bad. And I'm just using my hand to block the light and kind of reflect the light back down onto my face. So, I don't know, I think this works pretty good. I still got a whole lot of testing to do. And that's the white light. This is medium, and it puts out a lot of light. I think I'm liking this headlamp already. I'm gonna keep testing this light and see if it's a keeper. All right, we're going red mode tonight. Let's see here. I've just been having a fantastic evening. The fire was excellent. I am not alone up here tonight. There were quite a few individuals hiking, riding bikes, backpacking, whole 9 yards. So there's quite a few more people up the road. Everybody's just out enjoying this beautiful weather. I mean, coming to the canyon, coming to the mountains, you're definitely gonna escape the heat, and that is excellent. I've got my cot, you know, my very comfy sleeping pad, pillow. I mean, like, I am all set. I am looking forward to this. I think I'm gonna sleep quite well tonight. But anywho, I do hope that you've been enjoying this adventure. Like I said earlier, I'm all smiles. I'm glad that I've been able to get out 2 weeks in a row now. Let's continue the trend. Yes, even though I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to make it out next week, 4th of July weekend. Just got a lot planned. We'll see you all in the morning. I've got pastries and hot chocolate planned for breakfast, and then we'll do the ride out. And, you know, maybe I'll have some more to say. But anywho, until the morning, have a good night. Good morning, everyone. I certainly needed to start off this morning with a hot drink. So I got the water on the fire here. Gonna make myself some hot chocolate to go with breakfast. Brr, it's a little chilly, 46 degrees. Oh my. Yep, need a fire, hot drink this morning. Everything's getting going. I slept well. I always do. But especially with this setup last night. The cot, the sleeping pad, the home pillow. I mean, like, this was just luxurious camping, and I absolutely enjoyed it. Slept well, good dreams. It was pretty dang awesome. And the soothing river too. See, the sound of that just lulls me right to sleep. I think while I'm trying to get the cold water warm, I'm going to finish putting away at least all the sleep system inside the tent. I've got the sleeping pad already deflated and put away, but I will get the cot all put away, sleeping bag, all of that jazz kind of into my backpack. So my backpack, that's what I use for all my sleeping gear. So while the water warms up, I'm going to get to work. I just stuffed the sleeping bag around the cot. And it just goes right down on in there. No problems. So it is nice not having to pull out the stove in the morning. You know, just warm up your water on the campfire. Pretty awesome. Oh yeah, that's plenty warm. Cheers to a good morning. I am finding that I like doing the pastries in the morning, keeping it real simple. 2 pain chocolates. You know, I'll have to find something else, maybe blueberry muffins or something, but when I bought these, it came in a mega pack, and I just kind of froze them, and I pull them out when I go camping, but yeah, we're doing the pain chocolate again. Here we go. Oh yeah. All right, the final temperature before taking down the tent and putting everything away, 48.2 degrees. It's hard to believe that this afternoon I'll be back at the house at 98 degree temperatures. Ugh, that is going to be a temperature shift for sure. Oh my goodness. Let's go get more water. We want to make sure this is dead out. Cold to the touch. We're good. I got the backpack on, bike's all loaded up. It's time to call this a completed adventure. This one has been a fun one, and especially having you all join me. We had great eats, fun treats, got to test out some new gear. That was really awesome. I'm liking this cot. You know, it is not too heavy on the backpack. I think it maybe weighs about 4.5, maybe 5 pounds. But it was comfortable. I think I'm going to be using it a whole lot more during the summer months. And as far as the Wurkkos headlamp went, I mean, that is an awesome head torch. That thing worked perfect. I love the different modes, the brightnesses, and I especially love that I can get to each of the modes with its own button sequence and not having to cycle through all of the different modes. That's way cool. All right, before I start heading down the trail, I want to thank you all once again for joining me. My name's Jeff, and this has been the BosqueeNet Adventure. If you enjoy the content that I'm providing, be sure to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, or hey, you just want to chat and tell me about the adventures that you're going on, be sure to hit me up down in the comments section below. I always look forward to hearing from you. I'm going to get heading down the trail. Thanks again for joining me. Bye now.